Most brands treat the holiday calendar like a straitjacket. In October, you do spooky, in December, you do cozy, and in January, you do restriction. But what happens when your product is the exact thing people are being told to avoid? Instead of hiding under a rock, the brand HeyLO decided to hijack the New Year, New Me narrative. They ignored the no and built a movement around yes. Today, we're looking at how to find a counter narrative to any seasonal trend and stand out in a crowded market. We've all seen it. In January, the industrial diet complex kicks in high gear. For every bread brand, this is a danger zone. Consumers are conditioned to see carbs as the enemy. The standard move for healthy brands is to play the replacement game. You know the vibe. Eat this because it's slightly less bad for you than the real thing. It's apologetic, it's clinical, and quite frankly, it's boring. HeyLO realised that by acting like a diet brand, they were validating the idea that bread was something to be ashamed of. Their brand is all about positive eating, no food shaming, and definitely no bad habits. The conflict wasn't just about sales, it was about their identity. The challenge for any brand looking to pivot is this: how do you acknowledge the seasonal trend without being consumed by it? If HeyLO ignored January, they'd be irrelevant. If they leaned into weight loss, there'd just be another healthy product lost in a sea of noise. And they'd also be going against their core values. This is where the genius happened and where other brands can take note. They found their counter narrative. Instead of New Year, New You, which implies you aren't good enough yet, we helped them build a campaign called Big Bread Energy. This reframed the entire category. Here's how we broke down the strategy on a page. HeyLO needs to launch 30 Days of Yes campaign, encouraging more people to switch to low-carb bread in January. Problem is, January is a time where people are saying no or restricting their food. However, most people fail at low-carb in 2 to 3 weeks because they run out of the right food. We need to position eating low-carb as big energy, a sign of confidence that will set you up for wins throughout the day, so that consumers feel powered by their choice and the bread, helping to increase the sale of bundles. HeyLO is reframed as a status to smashing life. We paired this strategy with a mix of visuals: lifestyle focused on top of funnel awareness for the brand and their values, and product focused on conversion. We used imagery of their actual target audience, which is mostly women aged 35 to 50, and everything was in their brand colour palette, meaning the brand recognition would be extremely high. We also took a deep dive into the type of messaging that was really going to resonate with this persona. So although we were talking about low-carb bread and the benefits it would give you of making you feel more confident and have more energy, we also put it into real-life scenarios that people would benefit from that energy. So we had things like yes to being consistent and staying on track, that's big bread energy, as well as yes to getting the kids out of the door on time, that is also big bread energy. We even added details like luxury jewelry and the messiness of real life to give the images a quirky edge that at the time, most brands were pushing a polished narrative. We would cut through that noise. The shift is they stopped talking about less and removing things from people's diet and started talking about more. More energy, more swagger, more performance, more confidence to seize your goals and seize your year. They replaced the 30 days of no narrative that people are normally pushing with 30 days of yes. By doing this, they didn't just sell low-carb bread, they sold relief. They became one voice in a sea of restrictions saying you're not allowed to enjoy things. They didn't just capture traffic, they built a community of people that felt seen rather than judged. The lesson for your brand? Don't just follow the seasonal script. Look for the unmet emotional need of that season. In January, everyone is tired of being told no. So if you can be the brand that says yes, you don't just win the month, you win the customer.